Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to Bitcoin update for Saturday 8th of October. We are here with Bitcoin. We're looking at Bitcoin. We hate Bitcoin. We like Bitcoin, whatever. So what happens next? Now yesterday we saw a little bit of a double top scenario playing out right there. So this is going to be your first top right there, second top right over here. Broke the neckline, the technical target pretty much came straight down to the technical target. Now this is where we might see Bitcoin actually moving down, okay, because there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of force to the upside. And let's talk about the situation. As I told you yesterday, the EMAs are something that you gotta pay attention. And looking at the EMAs, we have such a very big resistance right over here, and that is not a very good idea. Okay, so if you're looking at such huge wall right over there, because these EMAs are actually going to play tough for Bitcoin, and you do had another resistance line right over there. So that was your resistance, and you could not be able to cross that resistance, which is not a good idea. And you have the EMAs coming in and putting on the pressure on Bitcoin as well. So what do you do in this case? You just don't have any chance. Now today, currently right now, we do have another candles that are printing out, and at the moment you do have those three red candles back to back, and you can say, yeah, three black crows are now being formed again. But of course you can invalidate them just the same way you invalidate this one right over here. Okay, now I'm not saying you cannot do that. Now if you actually, you know what, if you do go up here today, if you go up today to 20,343, you're gonna be making a candlestick known as a rising three methods, and that's actually going to be bullish. Okay, so tomorrow you can actually continue higher. Now today's weekend, Saturday is here. You do know weekends are not really good for the market in general, so it's going to be hard. And I told you yesterday, if you're going to break out of that resistance, this line right over here, because you do have that touch right there, you have this touch right over there, and you break out of it, then it's a straight journey all the way up to, you know, $22,200. That's where you're actually going to reach. I'm looking at some few altcoins that are looking amazing. I'm going to go through that one with you now. I'm currently taking this trade on the side at the moment. I do have Maker in here with a technical target that is coming in for up to 993 because of that huge inverse head and shoulders, and it has been bullish. You know, it just keeps on growing to the upside. There's a little bit of a room left to go to the upside. If you want to take it, you can enter it actually with a stop loss down at 854. So if you put a stop loss at 854, that's going to be a 1.4%. Not a financial advice. Don't be greedy and don't enter too much. It's just a small try you can take. You can be lucky. Now XRP is looking amazing as well. These are some of the coins that are looking pretty good, and I'm waiting for the retest on XRP. I'm gonna actually try to enter. I'm actually gonna make one video on XRP and talk about it. So there's a 14% move up, but I do expect it to actually back test that level. I'm gonna actually make a video after this, so do check it out. And what are my thoughts are gonna be about it. So from there, we're looking at Sushi as well. So Sushi is also trying to look pretty good right now. We do have this break right over there, and you could probably look at it come down to backtest that break, and you're looking for a nice move up again. Okay, so from there to there, we could be looking for a Sushi to go to the upside. Now some of the coins are following Bitcoin and some are just totally opposite of Bitcoin, and the reason why is because of Bitcoin dominance. Why did I just show you all these things in a Bitcoin video? The reason why I'm showing you the altcoins is because you can see the dominance is starting to fall a little bit down, and I've gone through with you with the relationship of altcoins and Bitcoin dominance. But the thing is that when the dominance moves down, that means people are buying altcoins. So that's why dominance is moving down. It's pretty common sense, right? From the word itself, like the dominance of Bitcoin is not strong anymore. It's coming down. So altcoins are getting, but unfortunately, that's just the daily, and people love to look at the daily. I like to look at the whole picture. Now, if I tell you everything about the whole picture on the weekly, this is what I have, and this is what I've been talking about for the past 1 year regarding dominance. One day you're gonna have a huge rally for the altcoins because you came down here and you're making a bearish continuation pattern known as a bearish rectangle. It's only a matter of time that you completely lose it and go down, and the technical target of that one is gonna be to 22.5. And when it comes down here, or when it starts to go to that technical journey, altcoins are going to fly. they're gonna fly really, really, really huge, but I don't expect it to fly anytime soon. I do see on Twitter as well, I do see a lot of technical analysts saying that, oh, it's bearish. I don't think it's, yes, I mean, come on, the dialogue itself is bearish, but it hasn't done the checks that we need for it to be bearish. It hasn't done that one just yet. And unfortunately, what it did is, just the same way you came in, hold support, you went back up, you came down, hold support, back up, hold support, back up, you came down again, and you are back above that support. So you're really holding support, and there are chances it goes back up. And when it goes back up and Bitcoin drops and Bitcoin dominance increases, altcoins are going to dump really badly. Okay, that's the relationship. But the day, I'm actually going to track this one, but the day you completely come down below 38.63, that's where you're going to have the heaven for the altcoins. Now imagine the dominance drops and Bitcoin pumps, you are going to see altcoins absolutely taking off. We're talking about even 30x and 50x. This is something I rarely say. It sounds good that I'm saying that, right? 30x and 40x, something that all of us are waiting for. But yes, something like that is going to happen. And I've seen it happening, because the last time you had that huge altcoins rally was right over here. Do you see that? So if you look at Monday, 15 March 2021, so from 15 March all the way to May, so it was like 2 months of altcoins rally. Actually, it started from January 2021. Let's look at some of the altcoins that actually took over to give you an idea of how they went. So it was January, right? So January, look at this. That's March. This is March, and that's when the dominance was dropping. And look at VeChain. In March until April, you can see how huge this was moving to the upside, how it started to take over completely. Okay, if you look at most of the altcoins, they started to take off when the dominance was actually dropping to the downside. And you can already see March was where it started rallying, and March was the time when dominance was starting to go down. I don't know if I do have many examples or not. Can I see courtesy? Maybe March 2021, that was in November. Yep, here we go. Yeah, so even in March, this one was actually taking off as well, but not as much as VeChain actually did. So that's it for this Bitcoin update right now. At the moment, I don't see any Bitcoin strength to move anytime soon higher. And yesterday I actually talked about this resistance on the weekly as well. I told you that yes, you are trying to cross the resistance, but you see we haven't closed that candle. And if you close that candle in the next 1 day, 18 hours like this, you still are below that resistance, okay? And which was previously support, which was trying to print a double bottom to move back up, and it failed terribly, try to go back up, and it's failing at the moment. And people are not talking about this. I don't know why people ignore a support and resistance, which is really, 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 really important, super important when it comes down to trade any coin. And that's pretty much it for this Bitcoin update. Hope you enjoyed that one. I'm going to see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.